everyone. I've had a few days off, so I haven't been around much. I'm back at work now. On my way to Tom Price doing the Coles run. I've got a nice easy one. I've only got 2 trailers on, and when I went over the weighbridge I was only grossing about 61 tonnes, so I managed to get about, what did I have, about 6 days off, something like that. I really needed it though, and it was good. Managed to, I didn't manage to perfect the sleeping bit. I was still waking up at 5 in the morning. But I certainly managed just to kick back and relax a little. You know, it's been really nice weather. The weather's cooled off a lot. It's actually bearable to sit outside and have a coffee outside and sort of enjoy the just sitting down and doing nothing. I managed to get a few jobs done, a few things that I've wanted to do for a long time. It was a bit geeky, but I got a Raspberry Pi, which is a small computer on a printed circuit board. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. And I bought it 2 years ago, and I haven't really had a chance to do anything with it. So had to play with it on my weekend, on the days off there, and managed to load up what I call it, XBMC on it, and, which is like a media server, media player, and so I had it grabbing movies and TV from my network hard drive and playing through this Raspberry Pi, and then coming out on the video outlet to the an old tube TV which I've got, which has just been sitting there doing nothing, so I'm actually watching movies on that. Resolution's crap compared to my LCD TV and my monitor, my multiple monitor setups on my computers at home, but no, it's just one of those things that, you know, you sort of, it's probably the long way to go around watching a movie, but it was good just to get it, sit down and play with it and get it working, you know. It's just one of those little challenges. Got my quadcopter I'm putting together. I don't know if I mentioned that. I haven't got it tuned properly. It still wants to, when it takes off, it still wants to do a bit of a drift around to the left in an arc. So I've just got to sit down and just tune it properly and sort it out. But it takes off and lands and all that. It just takes a little bit of mucking around with the controls to get it to hold position. It's a simple fix. It's just I've got to get out into I head down to the local oval where it's a nice big area and it's sort of thick grass, so if it does come down a bit hard, it's not going to hopefully damage anything. And just get it out there, and there's plenty of room for it to drift around while I tune it and get it set right. So I'll have to do that next time I'm home. And then once I've got that set properly, I'll be able to sort of get the hang of flying it, try the different settings on it. You can tune it to fly sedately or aggressively, so you can actually do, you know, aerobatics with it and stuff. I mean, I just want to start out just flying the damn thing without crashing it. So something like that is just a matter of practice. It's like driving a truck, it's practice. Reversing a road trainer, it's practice. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So, and in my occupation, getting time to do sort of hobbies like that is, it doesn't happen a lot. I just got to squeeze in wherever I can. I have got a small one, what we call it, it's a Blade 180QX. And that actually comes with a little camera that mounts underneath it. There's a camera at the front there. Yeah, and this is actually, I've actually got it with me. If I get time this trip, I was going to take it up and just fly around the truck a bit with the camera. So, but I've got to get to my destination first, get unloaded. On the way home, I'll probably get time to muck around with it. Might get half an hour to stop, pull over and just fly around. But that's quite easy. It's a lot more forgiving crashing that. It'll, I have snapped the landing gear twice on it. but I just managed to sort of glue that back together. Put a little bit of reinforcing on it and glue it back together. It is a lot more forgiving though. It's very light. It tends to bounce when it hits the ground. And, the other one that I built, the bigger one, there's a lot more weight to it, so it's going to bend and crack and break the shit if I really crash it hard. And it's going to be a lot more expensive to repair. So I'll have a crack with a little one probably tomorrow on the way home. And yeah, I don't know, managed to get out bush in the 4-wheel drive and check out a bit more of the state forest that I hadn't been in before. It was because it was Easter, I actually came across a lot of people out in the bush camping, so I usually go out when there's nobody around. And I hardly ever see anyone out in the bush. I was out there by myself. I went through this new area I hadn't been through before, and I didn't realise it, but there's actually quite a few good camping areas there, and Easter, everyone's out there of course. So I was hoping to get some rain, so it sort of dammed things down a bit. There might have been a little bit of mud and water about, so I could have a bit of fun, but it didn't rain. But well, we're getting to the rainy season, so hopefully I'll be home in another, what's today? Today is Tuesday, so Friday week I'll be back home for 2 days off. Hopefully it might get a bit of rain by then. Might get a chance to go out bush and have a bit of fun. I've got a lift kit coming from the 4-wheel drive as well, so that should have turned up by then, so I'll be able to probably fit that on a Saturday and go out and try it Saturday over or something. See how it rides. Anyway, I am about 3/4 of an hour away from Coomarina. I'm going to stop there and grab a shower. And motor on through nearly to Tom Price. I've got plenty of time to sleep for Tom Price. I sort of had to be in at the local agent there at about 6:30 in the morning. So that gives me probably 8.5 hours up to sleep. So I should get a good sleep tonight. Being the agent, so I'm going to drop one pallet at him and then go around to the Coles supermarket in the Tom Price in the town. And I should be out of there pretty quick. Like I said, I haven't got a lot on. I only got 2 trailers. I should be out of there reasonably quick, and on my way back to Perth, maybe 9 o'clock, something like that, I guess. Yeah, should be nice and cruisy. But I've said that before, haven't I? You guys, just want to show you something else I've added to the truck. It's an electric blanket. It's I used it last night and it was quite good. It was cold last night. Wow, I considered it cold. And just plug straight into that stomping great inverter down there. It only draws about 80 watts. That's turned on flat out on setting 3, which is this one here. That's 80 watts. I don't know what the middle setting draws, but when it's on that, the lowest setting, it draws about 30 watts, which is nothing. Now when you consider that microwave draws 800 watts, and the coffee maker up there draws 2,200 watts. So, it's no drama at all to have that turned on. It was quite nice last night. It did get a bit cold, like I said, 8 degrees. 8 degrees is cold. And I don't really handle the cold too well. So it was quite nice just to have it ticking over. And we do get, we will be experiencing some cold weather coming up. I should be getting some zeros and some minus temperatures overnight. Usually only get it for a few hours, like just before dawn, and then as soon as the sun comes up the temperature starts to rise. But yeah, it's nice to be able to keep snug and warm. So I'm looking forward to using that. Oh, good morning, Tom Price. One small pallet to unload. And it looks like I'll be waiting. Bloody oversized. Meanwhile, much later, I'm getting fed up with this. Well, I took it up for a fly, but it doesn't really appear to be that windy outside, but it is. It's, and the higher you get up, the stronger the wind is. I had this thing going flat out into the wind and it was getting blown away from me, so I had to bring it down to the ground. But, I don't know. I just had to pick a better time to do it. Don't usually do this, but the roadhouse for showering on. See, one of these is like, probably tastes like crap. One of the machine coffees. And a little bit of a treat. So, that should keep me going for another couple of hours. Morning. It is about 6:30 and I'm 100 kilometres north of Woburn, so heading south into Woburn. And about, I don't know, a little way back up the road before I got light, at the Witchy Homestead, there was a bit of roadworks on the road. They had bugger all signs up. And I met another truck coming our direction, so we both dropped low bangs, and as we passed we went through a patch on the road which was maybe 100 metres long. It had been resealed and it had nearly, I don't know, had at least an inch of loose stone on top of the bitumen, and I've now got 8 cracks in my driver's side windscreen. It was good before. I don't know what's in the passenger side, I haven't counted that side, but I'm not bloody happy. They had some signs on the side of the road, but they were turned sideways facing the bush. What's the point of that? They should have... I wouldn't have seen them anyway because I was on low beam. I had no truck coming towards me, so I had his headlights in my friggin' eyes. There was no prior warning that there was loose stone on the road. So now, if the cops see this and they want to be nasty, they yellow stick in my truck. So it's $2,000 worth of fucking windscreen.
Thanks, right.
All because some stupid prick can't put bloody signs up. So I'm going to be filing a complaint with Main Roads. I mean, it cost us $2,000. So, not freaking happy. And the truck going the other direction is the same truck as the one at Western Star. He would have had the same dramas, mate. There's $4,000 worth of windscreens. Bang, like that. Bloody idiots. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up here. I've just got to get back into the yard, drop trailers, then I've got to run home and do a quick oil change. And then turn around tonight and I'm going to Telfer. So, do the Telfer and then do a Spinifex run, and then I've got my 2